Help me tap the screen, Sally. Everybody else. Help me tap the screen, guys. Help me tap the screen. Good Heart, you're welcome. Logan, Anita, you're welcome. Please help me tap the screen. Help me tap the screen. If you tap the screen, it will help me. It will help us invite more people to come on board. Help me tap the screen. Thank you so much, Chance Lava, for sharing the live. Zoe, wait. It's only showing 2 people on this live. Give Bay. Help me tap the screen, guys, so that we get started. All right, question number 1. Question number 1 is saying evaluate. All right, evaluate 3/2 to the power -2. Okay, 3/2 to the power -2. Now, because our power is in negative index, all right, nearly, because our power is in negative index like that, so what we'll do, for us to get rid of that negative index, we are going to reciprocate the fraction. Okay, we'll reciprocate the fraction. Now it will be 2 on top, 3 down. Okay, that means now the negative is gone. Then after that, we are going to say 2 squared, it is 4. 3 squared, it is 9. Voila, that's how we answer such a question. Okay, but if it had no negative, would have just gone direct 3 squared, 2 squared. Okay, but because of that negative, we had to reciprocate. We had to interchange the denominator becoming the numerator and the numerator becoming the denominator. Thank you so much, Nelly. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nelly. Hey, Grace, welcome. Question number 2. Question number 2. Are we ready, my good friends? Are we ready? Are we ready? Question number 2. Question number 2 is saying factorize. All right, factorize completely. Factorize completely. Help me tap the screen. So factorize completely. That's our next question, right? So we have 2ax plus 4ay minus 3bx minus 6by. You've seen that, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, what is common? In the first part, because when you're factorizing, you factor out in 2 parts, the first and then the second part. So in the first part, what do you think is common? Let's have a chat, my genius friends. What do you think is common? On our first part, which number and a variable is common? Kasamba. Anyone who can just tell me? It's all right. You can try out. There's no harm in that. Which number and variable you think is common? Vanessa, she's saying 2a. Vanessa, she's saying 2a. Teresa, hi. Okay, 2 and a. Thank you so much, Love Heart. Thank you so much. So what is common is 2a. Okay, so we can factor out 2a. One might ask, but here we don't have 2a. No, 2 is there in 4. It's twice, all right? So 2a divided by 2ax divided by 2a will remain with the x. 4ay divided by 2a will remain with the positive 2y. Because this 2 is 2 times 2a. It's the one that is giving us 4a and that y. Okay? What about the other part? What about the other part? The other part, guys, the other part. Love heart. What about the sign? Don't you think the sign is also common? Love heart. The sign, eh? So it would be -3. 3 what? B. Okay. So -3b. So -3bx divided by -3b will remain with x. Key is to make sure that we have the same thing, even in that bracket. So -6by divided by -3b. So negative divided by negative is positive. 6 divided by 3, it is 2. By divided by b, it's y. Now, we can simply say those which are outside in one bracket, like that. Yes, autistic queen, minus 3b, open bracket, x plus 2y. This is our answer. Nice, 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 nice. Nice. Okay, we nailed that one out, right? Have you seen that? We got that one. We got that one. Good job, guys. Good job, good job, good job. Good job, everybody. Good job. Help me tap the screen, guys. Help me tap the screen. Help me tap the screen. Help me tap the screen. Let's get it at least 1K. We are not increasing in numbers because the number. Charity, hi. Dorita, you're welcome. Help me tap the screen. Help me tap the screen. Help me tap the screen. 8 people are peeking in. Try introducing yourself. Long time. You are Chivanessa. Find time to inbox me. Give Bay. Thank you so much. Good evening, my friend. Zare, you're welcome. 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 TikTok, but I should introduce myself. Hi, I'm an online tutor. I tutor mathematics and biology on WhatsApp. So if you wish to join our online classes, you're welcome. Hi, Grace Perry, you're welcome. Let's continue. Grace Perry. Let's continue, my good friends. Let's continue. Question number 3. Who can try out? Onan, when I'm live on TikTok, feel free, my people. When I give Bay, when Sally, feel free to try out. Gweran per guest. No wonder there is a guest. Martha Mubita, hi. You can just say me, let me try that one. Then I'll bring you up. Okay, let's normalize just being free. We are not here to show that, hey, she doesn't know. No. If you're smart in mathematics, if you're good in mathematics, that talk for we need those who are still having problems and challenges. So we are not here for saying who is smarter than who. No, wrong group. So if there's anybody who can try this one out, just let me know. I'll bring you up. I've dropped my soda. This thing, look at that. Look at that. You can't sit properly because now I've spilled it. Goodness me. Goodness me, goodness me, goodness me. Yeah. Okay. Man. Okay, let me continue since no one is volunteering. Let's continue. Okay. So how we can simplify this? We simply say 3 open bracket 4x minus 5 plus 2. Okay, so we need to expand it first. First thing first, expand. Okay, now how do we expand? We say 3 times 4x, it is 12x. Then again, 3 times -5, it is -15. Then plus 2. Okay, then we say 12x. Negative 15 plus 2, it's negative 13. That's it. Namene. Is it Namene? Namene. Jude Smart, you're welcome. Prince, hi. Welcome, Jude Smart. So, my good friends, if you wish to join our online classes, you're planning to write GCE for 2026. All right. Perhaps you have been writing and please, the earlier the better. Join us so that we can work on that. We make a good bond and clear mathematics. So if you're interested in joining our online classes, let me know in the comment section. Then I'll let you know the terms and conditions. We have a very active WhatsApp group. Very, very active. Question number 4. Question number 4 is saying solve. So there's a difference. You should know the difference between solve and simplify. Loveness. We need to know the difference between solve and simplify. So this one we are solving, meaning that we need to know the value of y. The first one, the previous one, we are simplifying. Okay? So now we have 4y squared minus 80y equal to 0. Okay? So then what are we supposed to do? We look for a common factor. So we factorize first. So what is common there? Where are my genius friends? What is common? What is common, guys? What is common? What is common? What is common? What is common? 2y. We can even do more. 4y, yes. Because 2 years, but now again there will be need of us factor out 2. So it's 4y, good. So we have 4y, okay, open bracket. So if we take out 4y, what will remain there? Only y, because we have y squared. So 4y squared divided by 4y will remain with a y. Then negative divided by positive, it's negative. 8 divided by 4, it is 2. Y divided by y, it will cancel out, right? Equal to 0. Then we are going to say 4y is now equal to 0 because it's now a factor. Or y minus 2 is equal to 0. Then we divide both sides by 4 because you're interested in finding y. So y has to be alone. So y is equal to 0 divided by 4. It is 0. We have first found the first value. Or negative 2 on the right side by additive inverse becomes positive 2. So our y is equal to 0 plus 2, which is 2. That's how you find such. Hi, Petronella. Petronella. Welcome. So that's how we solve such, my good friends. Question number 5. Can you solve by Can you solve by I don't know what you mean. Come up. I've invited you. Come up. Can you solve? Hello, Jude. Hello.
I was saying, can you solve by steps, in details? That sum you solved.
The previous one.
The
This
first
one.
one.
Yeah, you're
Solved.
asking if
Yes.
I can
Can you
solve
repeat?
it. Yeah. What's your question?
Okay. I was thinking you should solve again because there is somewhere I miss. I didn't understand it
Okay.
somewhere.
Okay. So don't drop. Okay. Okay. So you are okay with factorizing, right?
Yeah.
So we factor out 4y.
Yes.
Now that we took 4y, so what is happening here? We have 4y squared, yeah? 4y squared
Yeah.
is something as 4 times y times y.
Mm.
Okay? So if we take out 4y,
Mm.
if we take out 4y, so 4y will go. Will remain with what?
Mm.
A y. This is why the other
Why?
y, we
Yes.
put it there.
Okay. Okay.
Then negative divided by positive, because that 4 has a positive, it's negative.
Yes. Yes.
So then we come back, 80 times y divided by 4y. This y and that y will cancel. 8 divided by 4, it's what? That's how
2.
we had to put 2 here. Then equal to 0.
Okay.
So E4y, if you want, you can put it in bracket as well, because now it has become a factor. Then we say 4y is equal to 0. And y minus 2 is also equal to
0.
So you have 4y
0.
equal to 0, or y minus 2 equal to,
1.
then we divide by
0.
4 because we want 4 to be alone. So y is equal to 0 divided by 4, it's 0.
0. 0.
Then if we take 2 to the other side, so we say plus 2 both sides. So negative 2 plus 2, this will cancel. We remain with the y is equal to 0 plus
Y.
So 0 plus 2, it's
2.
very good.
2.
That's how we found that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was missing here
No, it's
somewhere,
all right.
but now I understand.
Okay, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad you asked. I need more people like you who are free to ask and just to be helped.
Yeah.
Are you from
Okay.
Zambia?
I
Where are you from?
appreciate
Where are you from?
Malawi. Malawi.
Maswera.
Tasabunagaine.
Taswera.
Tasabunagaine.
Taswera.
Zikomo.
Say waku Zambia.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Ufunirani mafuni ya bwino.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so you can stick down.
Zikomo.
Okay, you join us whenever you have a question. I think for now, let me continue. All right, so that was our friend. Hi, Mizukanji. How are you? So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Let's proceed. That was Mizu just picked in and went. We'll have her one day. Okay, so this other question is saying, shed, all right, we have this set notation. We shed A union B complement, all right, intersect C. You're seeing that, right? So what we have is the Venn diagram, this. So we need to shed this. That's why mathematics is good. It's more like just playing with none. You understand? Playing with diagrams and stuff. So without this complement, let me make you understand. Without this complement, it means what is in A, be shaded together with what is in B, which includes it, the entire A and entire B. And then it should intersect C, meaning that new months. Right? If B had known that. But now, because B has a complement, it's saying that anything to do with B, don't shed. This is why we don't shed this. We don't shed anything in B. Okay? What is in A should be shed together what is not in B. So B has been excluded from being shaded. And then they're saying whatever will be put together with A should intersect C. So mainly work will be done in C. Why C? Because if it's not in B, it's in the universal. So universal contains A, B, C. So if we say universal intersect C, it is C. So no wonder if at first I had to shed Yonce. Okay? I had to shed Yonce. Then if I come back to B complement, so meaning excluding the party E. We're excluding ya B. Kwasi. Hi, Teza. You're welcome. Now, let's go to the next question, my genius friends. Let's go to the next question. Feel free to participate if you may. Feel free to participate. Abena, you're welcome. Feel free to participate. This is your live session. Where you are clear, where you're not clear, feel free to ask. We're doing this together. Question number 6. Question number 6. Are we ready? Question number 6. Question number 6 is saying a company declared a dividend of 2.75 kwacha, or 2 kwacha 75 ingwe. All right, that's Zambian currency. 2 kwacha 75 ingwe per share. A businessman invested 560 shares in the company. Let's say Ilunga invested 560 shares in the company. How much dividend did he get? So the company declared a dividend of anyone who has 1 share in that company. In Ramayakan to kwacha 75 ingwe. Okay, if you have 1 share in that company, your money is 2 kwacha 75 ingwe. But this gentleman has 560 shares. How much would that person get? Cass in the building. Hi, Cass. Long time. Long time. Okay, so now we're going to say 1 times x equal to 560 times 2 kwacha 75 ingwe. Now, let's talk about this because it's in decimal places. So we need to work on that. 2.75 can be changed into a fraction. Since it's in 2 decimal places, we'll remove the decimal point and just write the way it is. But since it's in 2 DP, we'll divide by 100. So a person who writes in decimals and the person writes in fraction like this, you are talking about it, the same thing. So we'll change this 2.75 into 275 over 100. Okay, to make our work out easy. Then after that, we can say 10 into 100 is 10. 10 into 560 is 56. Okay, so x is equal to 56 times 275 over 10. So now separately, let's work on this. 275 times 56. 6 times 5 is 30. 0 remainder 3. 6 times 7 is 42. 42 plus 3 is 45. 5 remainder 4. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Right? 12, 16. Then we say 5 times 5 is 25. 5 remainder 2. 5 times 7 is 35. 35 plus 2 is 37. 7 remainder 3. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. We have 0. 10. 0 remainder 1. 6 plus 7, 13. Plus 1, 14. 4 remainder 1. 1 plus 3 ni 4. Plus 1 ni 5. 0 plus 1 ni 1. So on top now, we are going to have 15,400 divided by 10. Then we say 10 there, 1. 10 into 15,400, it's 1,540. So this is how much this gentleman got for having 560 shares in that particular company, where a person with a single share was getting 2 kwacha 75 ingwe. This businessman got 1,540 kwacha because he had 560 shares in that particular company. Mukumva, Bamveka, Mamfa. Given that 2, -1, -4 are consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression, find the common difference D given that 2, -1 and -4 are 3 consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression. Find the common difference. So how we can find the common difference? Then we'll find the formula for the nth term. How we can find the common difference? We say common difference, which is denoted by D, is equal to second term minus first term. So what is our second term? It's -1. We have the first term, second, third term. So -1 minus first term, it is 2. So common difference is equal to -1 minus 2. It is -3. Okay? That's how we find. Either way, you can still find the common difference by simply saying common difference is equal to third term, which is -4, minus second term, which is -1. Then you say -4. Negative times -1 is +1. -4 plus 1 is -3. Okay? We can still solve it like that. Well and good. Let's go to question number 7b. We're saying we should find the formula for the nth term. So the formula for the nth term, we use the general formula for the nth term, which is nth term is equal to first term plus open bracket n minus 1 d. D for common difference. So when they say nth term, that means n has no value. We have a known value of n. So we maintain nth term is equal to a is the first term. What is the first term? 2 plus n minus 1. Common difference, we found -3. Okay, then we say nth term is equal to 2. -3 times -1, it is +3. Then again, -3 times n, it is -3n. Then say nth term is equal to 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 3n. That is the formula for the nth term. Please, 5 and 3n are not like terms. But if it was like this, would have simplified. 5 minus 3 is 2. But because of that n, they are unlike terms. All right, remember what I said? We are going to do 1 up to 10 questions. All right, then we'll finish up the remaining tomorrow. We have done so much progress. So please remember 20 hours Monday to Friday. Every day. 20 hours, unless otherwise. Like yesterday, I was committed. That's why I didn't come live. But we are hoping and praying we should be doing this every day. Question number 8a, saying the probability that a boy will be late for school on any, okay, before I come to this one, let me preach. The probability that I have an engineer, let me go with E. The probability that I have an engineer on this live session is 0.4. Find the probability that I don't have an engineer on this live. Okay? So, what we do, we have something happening, all right? Something happening, something given, and something not happening. Having an engineer on the live and having no engineer on the live. So when you have something happening plus something not happening, is always equal to 1. Wambera Susan. So the probability of having an engineer on this live plus the probability of not having an engineer on this live is always equal to 1. So since the probability of having an engineer has been given, we can say 0.4. Plus, we can now work for finding the probability of not having an engineer. All right, so the probability of not having engineer is equal to 1 minus 0.4 if it goes that side. So our answer will be 0.6. Mwamvera? Okay, let's say anyone to comment so that I can use your name, and I hope your name is not that difficult. Let me give another example. Which one should I use? Which one should I use? Okay, Sarah. Okay, the probability that Sarah bought a new wig, okay, the probability of Sarah buying a new wig is equal to 0.7. Find the probability that she didn't buy, so no new wig, no new wig. So the probability that Sarah has a new wig is 0.7. Find the probability that she doesn't have. So we always subtract. All right, we always subtract. What we have been given, we subtract from 1. So new wig is 0.7 plus no new wig. So the probability of Sarah not having a new wig is equal to 1 minus 0.7, which will give us 0.3. One more, then I continue. The probability that Kangwa, who has an iPhone, okay? Let me go with IP. The probability that Kangwa has an iPhone is 1 out of 3. Okay? Find the probability Kangwa doesn't have an iPhone. So we are going to say probability that Kangwa has an iPhone plus the probability that Kangwa doesn't have an iPhone is equal to 1. So since we know the probability of Kangwa having is 1 over 3, so we can easily find the probability of him not having an iPhone. So so the probability of not having an iPhone is equal to 1 minus 1 over 3. Then we can express this as a single fraction. It's part of the formula. It always equal to 1. Something happening. Okay, I'll give one more, sir. So we explore what is a common denominator is 3. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2 over 3. That's the answer. Let me give one more. So the probability that Vasa has birthed plus the probability that Vasa did not birth, no birth, is equal to 1 always. So one of the two will be given. All right, one of the two will be given. So let's say the probability that Vasa didn't birth is equal to, let's say 0.5. No, 5, it will be 50-50. So 0.2. Okay, so we can easily find the probability that he has birthed, all right, by simply saying 1 minus 0.2, which will give us 0.8. So 1, it's always, because probability is between 0 and 1. Okay, so it's impossible for us to have somebody who has birthed and not birthed at the same time. This can't happen at once. Okay, they are mutually exclusive events. Hello, Black Nigeria. Wrong. We think everyone is from Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is a beautiful country, but wrong. Let's say Nam. The probability that a boy. So now we can talk about this question. The probability that a boy will be late for school on any particular day is X. Find in terms of X the probability that he will not be late for school. So we have the probability of a boy being late to school and the probability of a boy not being late to school. Okay, so now they are saying The probability that a boy will be late for school on any particular day is X. So now we know this one is X. So they're asking us to find the probability that is not late to school. In terms of X, so ienda kuja just like that. So we're going to get probability of a boy not being late to school is equal to 1 minus X. If we're given something, let's say 0.3, we would have put 0.3 there. That's what they're trying to say. Okay? If it was 0.4, 0.7, and any, so they have decided just to give it X. All right? So, if you wish to join our online classes, perhaps you are writing GCE 2026 GCE. All right, we have a very active WhatsApp group where I'm tutoring students. Our last GCE had over 400 students, and I'm hoping to have more than those so that I can just help you clear mathematics once and for all. Why, Violet? Nakuona boy. Nakumona. Question number 8B. My eyes are getting heavy. The vector RS is that given that the coordinate of the point S are that, find the coordinates of point R. Now, ladies and gentlemen, so what we have is the direction RS, which is giving us -4 and 5. Then they have told us that we have a coordinate. So we can change this coordinate into, into OS, which is also a position vector. Okay, so the coordinate will change. One will come on top, 2 down. Because on top represent X, Y, just like X, Y. So now they want us to find the coordinates of R. But before we get to the coordinates of R, we need first to find the position vector of R. So this time around we'll call it OR, which is equal to unknown X, Y. But our final answer should end in form of X, Y. All right. Now let's preach a bit. Let me preach a bit about the position vectors. Let me go. Here we go. Activate the Big Brother Niger. Activate the Big Brother. Here we go. Okay, this is the origin. RICA, S is there. So we are moving from O to R, which is the right direction, but O to R is unknown. It's XY. Then O to S, it is 1 and 2. So this position vector is telling us we are moving from R going to S. Pay attention, my genius friends. We are moving from R going to S, hence the R is showing from R going to S. So move R to O, all right, then O to S. But us moving R to O, we are going against the direction because the direction is from origin to R. So if we move R to O, we are going against the direction. This is why now OR will carry a negative. So we'll say RS is equal to negative OR. Okay, then OS is the right direction. OS is the right direction. So move plus OS. From R going to S, we move RO. So moving from R to O, we are going against the actual direction. It's like Tagambakuti, we are coming from A going to B. If anyone who's coming from B going to A is going against the direction that you're supposed to go. All right, everyone's supposed to move from A going to B. Then there's somebody who's moving from B going to A. we'll say that person is going against the direction. This is why it's going against the direction of AB. That's why our OA is carrying a negative to show that it's opposite direction. Then with vectors, we always respect the positive sign. So we can say RS is equal to OS minus OR. Then what is our RS? We found negative 4, 5, which was in the question. What about OS? It's 1 and 2. Then OR, it's unknown. It's the one that we need to find. Then we go with the corresponding. If you are per mode. So it will be negative 4 equal to 1 minus X. Then we say 5 equal to 2 minus Y. So we group the like terms, negative X in color positive X. Then negative 4 in positive 4. So it will be 1 plus 4. So X is equal to 5. Okay, what about Y? Y is coming this side to be Y is equal to 2. 5 will come this side, become negative 5. So our Y is equal to negative 3. So now we know that our X is 5 and our Y is negative 3. So we can easily come to our coordinate, because the question is saying we should find the coordinate of R. So R will be 5, negative 3. But as a position vector, it will be 5, negative 3. But now the question is saying we should leave it as a coordinate. So our answer should be like that. Abiba Chichi, Abiba, hi. Welcome Jay, welcome Andy, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Dorothy, welcome. Mamake Kia, welcome. Marcel, you're welcome. James Patrick, you're welcome once again. Amunazo, you're welcome. Mips, you're welcome. Let's go. Let's go to the next question, question number 8. Then we go to question number 10. Then we can say bye-bye. We'll continue tomorrow. Question number 9. Question number 9 is under vectors. I mean matrices, sorry, under matrices. It's under matrices. So the first one is saying we should find the transpose of matrix M. The transpose of matrix M. So how do we transpose matrix M? How do we transpose matrix M? So matrix M is this one. All right. So it has the first row. The first row is 1, 5. So that's the first row become the first column. So it was 1, 5 like this. It becomes 1, 5 like that. The second row is 2, 7. It will become 2, 7. That's how we transpose. So this became that, this became that. Okay, that's how we transpose. The first row became the first column, the second row became the second column. Here we go, here we go. Activate it. Let's continue. Welcome guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. The next one, now we need to find the product of these two matrices, but we follow the order of the number or the letters. So we have N, M. So we'll start with N. Matrix N, it is 0, 1, 2, 0. Matrix M, it's 1, 5, 2, 7. Okay, now let's work out. So when you're multiplying matrices, pay attention, my good friends. All right, we go with row by column. So it is 0, 1, all right, and that. So that first 0 will multiply with that first 1. That second 1 will multiply with that second 2. When we are done, we come again 0 and that first, E and that. Nishita series of Apamwamba. We come down, E and that one, E and that, E and that one, E and that. So now how do we go about it? 0 times 1, see, 0. Plus 1 times 2, it is 2. We are done. We come to that. 0 times 5, it is 0. 1 times 7, it's 7. We are done with the first row with all the columns. Second row, it's 2 times 1, it is 2. Plus 0 times 2, 0. 2 times 5, it's 10. Plus 0 times 7, it's 0. So NM is equal to 0 plus 2, 2. 2 plus 0, 2. 0 plus 7, 7. 10 plus 0, 10. That's it. It's like a fufu baby, I died. The father of all. Last question, then I go. Last question, then I go. We'll continue tomorrow where I'll end from. We'll continue from question 11 to wherever we end again. At least we have done some few questions. Ladies and gentlemen, question number 10A saying, given that the universal, why mathematics for all the exam results are out? You're grade 7. You can grade 7, daddy. And who said that the learning stops when the results are out? It would have been nice. Imagine when you have gone to the hospital for testing, then whenever the results of somebody is out, everyone in the hospital is discharged. Go home. The results are out. No one is going to be treated. It doesn't work like that, sir. If the results are out and not for everybody, there might be somebody whose results not yet out. So learning will continue. Learning will continue. Okay. A tree doesn't stop giving fruits because one fruit is has ripe. Okay. So we are continuing. Sorry. Today Pitirisha. Sorry. 1, 5, 9. Then y is equal to 3, 9, 11. So now they are saying we should list the x-intercept y complement. So we have been asked to list x-intercept y complement. Ladies and gentlemen, now since y as a complement, meaning that we're excluding everything that is in y, then whatever remain will intersect with x. That's what it means. They're saying x should intersect with what is not in y. So we need to make sure anything in y is gotten rid of. So 3, 9, 11 is out from the universal. 3, 9, 11. So in the universal, we have 1, 5, 7. Wherever there is 3, 9, 11 should go. Here we only have 9. So now I say, what is in x now? What is in x is 1, 5. Should intersect with what is in the universal, which is 1, 5, 7. So what does intersection mean? It means elements that are found in both. So which elements are found in both? 1 and 5. Okay. If it had a union here, if it had a union, we would have just gotten what will remain in the universal, which would have been 1, 5, 7. But since it's an intersection, we look for common. Yo, Violet, Nachi. Unchito WhatsApp. Why na iwe? We're making progress on Zako. Hadi, welcome. Justin, you're welcome. So like I've said, I'm an online tutor. I tutor students in mathematics and biology. So if you're planning to write 2026 GCE and you wish to join our online classes, you are more than welcome to join us so that we can learn together. Okay? You're more than welcome so that you and I can learn together. Chilala, you're welcome. The next one. The diagram shows two triangles, A and B. Okay? Describe fully the single transformation which maps triangle A onto triangle B. Now this is refraction. So on this paper 1, it's either it's refraction or it's translation. But this one is refraction because I've seen where the mirror is. Imagine if we, okay, let me do this. Let's say we put, I don't know if we'll be able to see. We put here, that's our mirror. Okay. I'm able to see it if you, I don't know if you're able to see. Ako, have you seen it? Ako, you have seen it? That one. I'm not able to see. There, inside that ruler. There. Oops. So this line acts as a mirror. Okay. So it's projecting that. Okay. So we can simply say the transformation. Okay. We can simply say can simply say the transformation is a reflection. Is what? Okay, it's a reflection. It's a reflection within the mirror at, it's at what? It's at what? 2. Y in the y-axis at 2. All right, with the mirror at y equal to 2. Please, thank you so much for joining. Before I go, please, where are you watching me from? Which country are you watching me from? I know most of my good friends are from Bangladesh and India, and where else? South Africa, Kenya, Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi, even visit Rwanda. Successor is from Zambia. Nice, welcome. Shout out to you, Successor. Anybody else? Where are you watching me from before I drop? I'm done with 10 questions. We'll continue tomorrow for the remaining questions. Greetings, you're welcome. So thank you so much for being here, guys. This is where Teza, where are you from? Okay, so big shout out to Love Heart. Big shout out to Give Bay. Give shout out to Violet. Big shout out to you. Successor, shout out to you. Teza, Lapka, Vasco, Ntonga, shout out to you, sir. Simon, shout out to you. Mavis, shout out to you. Eiku, welcome. Fofi, you're welcome. Ernest, you're welcome. Princess Nchimunya, shout out to you, sis. Raman, shout out to you. User 40, big shout out to you. Ngozi, shout out to you. Cha at 99, hello, thank you so much for coming. Mwewa, thank you for joining this live session. Vathani, thank you. Is it Nunjax? Fanilayo, Barbara, Ibrahim, mashallah, Maria, inshallah, Sia, shout out to you. Okay, we wish you love and news, guys. Mazina name, blessings, Margaret, Willie Albert, Grace, Setu, Mamen, Salota, Mupaka naenda. Francisca, Zenab, Tomo, Rwanda, Manyman, Jim Banda, Narema, Navashara. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. 21 hours. Tomorrow, 21 hours tomorrow. 21 hours tomorrow. You'll find me live. We continue learning together. Let me drop. Bye-bye. Hasta la vista. Hasta la vista, baby.